You all hold up. Sherri Shepherd just dropped a bombshell about Nia Long that no one saw coming. We're talking about the Nia Long, queen of class, grace, and effortless slay. But according to Sherri, there was a moment where Nia was this close to throwing hands, like fists were almost flying, and trust the reason will leave you shook.
Y'all, it is going down in these New York streets, okay?
What?
Sherri Shepherd and Nia
I see
Long,
this.
I would say reportedly got into it, but it's not reportedly, because yesterday I spoke to a person who is very familiar with the situation who told me that it did happen. So I'm confirming that this did happen, and the person that Sherri Shepherd has been talking about was Nia Long.
Looks like Nia Long and Sherri Shepherd got some serious beef brewing, and Sherri is not holding back. Now, I just covered a whole deep dive on Nia, and now this. Are people just out here making up stories about her, or is there some truth to all this chatter? Let's get into it. So, Sherri is not happy with how Nia treated her the last time they crossed paths at a Hollywood event, and sis is making sure everybody knows about it. When she first spilled the tea on her talk show, she kept things cute and didn't drop any names. But best believe, she gave just enough hints for folks to connect the dots and realize she was talking about none other than Nia Long. And now that the secret's out, Sherri is letting it all fly, accusing Nia of constantly being disrespectful and starting problems where there are none. Sherri says she pulled up to the event ready to have a good time with her friends, but Nia, she allegedly turned the night upside down. And get this, Sherri claims things got so heated that she was dragged so hard, her wig even flew off. Chilly, what is going on? The drama popped off at the Broadway premiere of Othello on March 23rd, a star-studded night with some of the biggest names in Hollywood. I mean, the show was produced by Candy Burruss and Todd Tucker, with Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal leading the cast. Angela Bassett was there, J-Lo was in the audience, even Martha Stewart and President Joe Biden pulled up with Dr. Jill Biden. And of course, Sherri was in the building to celebrate. Nia Long was even spotted on the red carpet, all smiles, acting like nothing was wrong. But baby, just days later, Sherri went on her talk show and let it slip that things weren't as picture perfect as they seemed. According to Sherri, she was just minding her business, laughing it up with friends, when out of nowhere, someone grabbed her arm and forcefully spun her around like she had just committed a crime. Sis said she was standing there shook, trying to figure out what in the world was happening. And judging by her hints, all signs point to Miss Nia Long being the culprit.
Somebody grabbed my arms and they forcefully turned me around. And she says to me, she goes, "You've been shading me a lot." And I said to her, no, I haven't, because I was really confused. And then she goes, "Yes, you have." And then she just walked off.
We gotta talk about this because now you'll remember when Sherri took over the Wendy Williams show, right? Let's be real, a lot of people were not feeling that move. And what's even shadier is how her new show is basically Wendy's format, just minus the iconic purple chair and all the messy celeb shade. Instead, Sherri just dishes the 411, gives her opinion, and moves on, keeping it cute and simple. At first, Sherri tried to play it cool and brush off the situation, but baby, as she kept talking about it, she started getting heated. Sis was so worked up that she literally left the event and went to the restroom, waiting for this mystery person to show up so she could handle it. But guess what? They never came. So instead of confronting them in person, all that built-up anger just spilled over onto her show. Now, even though she kept things anonymous at first, Sherri did throw out an open invite for celebs to hit her up and settle any lingering drama. But let's be real, when people hear there's a celebrity beef brewing, baby, they immediately start playing detective. And you remember that little impersonation Sherri did, right? Well, it didn't take long for folks to notice that the way she kept saying a lot was the exact way Nia Long says it, down to a T. And if that wasn't enough proof, Page 6 even confirmed that an inside source spilled the tea. It was Nia Long who stepped to Sherri like that in front of everybody at the event. And let's not act brand new. Nia does have a bit of a reputation for being, let's just say, not the easiest to work with. Y'all remember when she slapped the daylights out of Taye Diggs in The Best Man? He was so over it that he allegedly swore he'd never work with her again, calling her mean and unprofessional.
I was pissed. I was like, I'm never gonna work with her again. You know, how unprofessional. And then when I saw it on screen, I mean, you know, after that day, we were cool.
Now the question is, did Nia really come for Sherri like that? Or is there more to the story? Even though things seemed cool between them at first, Nia Long still found herself clashing with Taraji P. Henson while filming Empire Season 3. Now, let's be real. Nia might be from the hood, but Taraji was not about to let anybody step to her like that, especially not on her show. And guess what? It didn't take long before Nia got the boot. And let's not act like this was some one-time thing. Nia has a history of throwing shade at other actresses, especially those she thinks took roles that were meant for her. So, her allegedly yanking Sherri to the side at that event. Yeah, it checks out. Now, let's keep it a buck. Sherri has definitely made some questionable choices, but that still does not give another grown woman the right to physically pull her aside like she's a child, especially in front of a whole audience. If Nia really had a problem, she could have just been like, hey, when you get a chance later, I'd love to chat. But instead, she confronted Sherri, hit her with the "you been shading me" line, and then walked off. Girl, what? How did she expect Sherri to react after that? And the craziest part is that Sherri has never even said anything negative about Nia. In fact, when people were dragging Nia for not staying with her cheating ex-fiancé, she actually defended her. She applauded Nia for walking away and not settling for less. She was literally out here supporting her. And now this? And let's talk about how unbothered Nia was after all this. Sis just posted a picture with the caption "about last night" and kept it moving. If Sherri was expecting an apology, she better grab a snack and get comfortable because she's going to be waiting for eternity. Nia has never been the type to apologize for her actions, and she lets criticism roll right off her back. Meanwhile, Sherri is struggling to understand how someone could be that bold at a public event and not feel some type of way about it. But let's be real. Hollywood has been whispering about Nia's mean girl ways for a minute. Sherri just hadn't personally experienced it until now, and she's not about to let this go until Nia acknowledges that what she did was dead wrong. And baby, the people are talking. Some folks are saying Nia has always been like this and that people just fall for her looks and charm. Others are bringing up her Empire drama with Taraji as proof that this ain't new. At this point, Nia could have snatched Sherri by her wig and spun her around like a helicopter, and some folks still wouldn't be surprised. At the end of the day, people still think that this beef that these two got going on won't mean much in the long run. Some think Nia just needs to find her grip and they'll be cool. One person wrote, "Both Nia and Sherri are beautiful women in a hard business. Nia just needs to buy some class and learn to treat her constituents with the respect she feels she deserves." But there's a whole bunch of people out there who do think that Nia got this bad reputation following her around, and her manners need work too. At the end of the day, this whole situation says a lot about the entertainment industry, especially for black women. Whether you're Nia Long, a seasoned actress with decades in the game, or Sherri Shepherd, a talk show host navigating the world of celebrity gossip, the pressure to maintain a certain image is real. And when these moments of conflict happen in public, the scrutiny only intensifies. But let's be honest, this wouldn't be Hollywood without a little drama. Fans are split on who's really in the wrong here. Some people see Nia standing up for herself as a power move, while others feel like Sherri was unfairly caught in the crossfire. And with so many unanswered questions about what really went down, the speculation isn't slowing down anytime soon. One thing's for sure though, this situation has people talking. Was this a genuine moment of tension or just another way to stir up headlines? Either way, it's got folks choosing sides. But what do you all think? Was Nia dead wrong for how she handled Sherri, or is Sherri playing the victim? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and we'll catch you all in the next one.